Welcome to Yulman Stadium in New Orleans, home to the Tulane Green Wave, and as this city likes to say, let the good times roll, and the Tulane fans are certainly ready for that. A Big Ten showdown coming, conference games where the results will stick with you for the rest of the season. Tulane will kick it off to get this game underway. Fair catch, called for and made. The Orange offense will take the field, and they have the first possession of this game. And here he is, one of the best receivers in the game, and he just commands attention, both from the defense and from the fans.
Yeah, he's a guy you got to keep your eye on, and you're going to see him line up all over the field in this game. He can play in the slot, he can play out wide, he can run the entire gamut in the route tree as well. Really nothing this guy can't do.
The margin for error is so small in this conference. It's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But, yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, look out. The 20, the 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Orange.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Tulane's offense will go to work for the first time today. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply... of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are
and they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Tulane right back to the line.
This offense already in the black zone, a little bit backed up. How do they want to respond? They come out to throw the football, be aggressive, and this defense was ready, and they got pressure on the quarterback and got a sack on the very first snap.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Makes a move. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Gets it out quickly.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. He's racked up 92 yards on the ground, and he's been terrific all season, ranking in the top 10 in rushing. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Right back to the well. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. It's complete on the right side. Touchdown, Syracuse. What a catch and run for 6. Lining up to add another. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score came on an impressive run from the 20. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use.
He uncorks one deep. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. They've got some work to do on this 3rd and long from the 40. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. He'll try to do it himself. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He'll field the punt. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now, because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Well, and a nice job working the middle of the field. I think it's so important to keep defenses honest, and you can't just dink and dunk outside. You got to work the middle. Great job finding this wide receiver over the middle of the field.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the middle. He's got it. The expressway is wide open. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Syracuse ready to go to work with another 1st down. Leaves it with the running back. Headed to the end zone. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
And that would be the definition of 1st down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's 2nd and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football.
And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Cuse. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5? And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Out of the end zone. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. Power football with the run. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Open space at the 25. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs.
He does a really good job with that mesh point. The mesh point is when he sticks it in the running back's belly. When he pulls it, he gets downhill quick to chew up some quick yards.
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Still running at the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
DB's right up on the receivers. Fast motion from the offense. Feeling some heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. 2nd down coming up. Defense dropping into soft coverage. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. 2nd down here as they go back to work after the break. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Pressure coming. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan.
And the ball's loose. And the defense has got it, and they're bringing it back. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it. That allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turnover.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Direct snap. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Coming to the line, looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 29. Oh, he makes the catch. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the first down.
Defense is about learning the plays. Third down, what do they like to do? How do they do it? So far, the offense having a little bit of success, but the defense now, you got to figure out what they're doing.
Takes a hit as he fires. He's open on the right. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Orange. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was closed out by the short yardage touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest and pound that rock.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The play action fake. And they got him for the sack.
That is now the 7th sack on defense. This offense cannot protect their QB. It doesn't matter if the defense is blitzing or if they're just winning one-on-one. 7 sacks. That's just ridiculous.
And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. And the return man couldn't get to it to make the catch, and the ball will bounce out of bounds. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer, it's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Harris back to pass. Got his man on the right. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Nice job by this offense converting the 3rd down. Listen, 3rd and short, they know you're going to run the football, and they still did a great job being physical. 3rd downs has been such a struggle for this offense. Bottom 50, one of the worst in college football. Nice job on that play.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Comes out throwing on first down. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
Well, the good news is he did a nice job reading the coverage. He knew exactly where to go with the football that time. Just a little bit too much on that pass. You wonder if that's just nerves. He's got to settle himself down a little bit.
And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And I like the quarterback making the decision quickly. I'm going to give it. I'm not going to throw the football off the RPO and just let my back get some positive yards. You're getting 5+ yards. That is a great job by the offense. Continue to stick with that.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Got the back over the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
I want to get my running backs the ball in space as much as possible, and sometimes it doesn't work in the running game. But I can throw it to him. I can try to create some space out wide, dump him the football, let him make some catches, and see if I can't get some big plays out of him.
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Finds his man enough for the first. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. They'll throw it from the red zone. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. A veteran in this defense stayed locked in on his rules and made the interception. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. These guys have taken some body blows in the first half, but now a chance to do something to feel a little better going into halftime.
Reese, they got to respond now. They got to put points on the board right here, cut into this deficit, create a little bit of momentum, because this one's going to get out of hand otherwise.
Yeah, there are a lot of offenses out there that might just say, okay, let's just regroup and figure it out. This offense doesn't have time to do that.
And he's got it inside the 30-yard line. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to the 27. After that huge play, they've now got it inside the 30. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to him. They get to him as he throws. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Well, this tight end is so athletic that at times they'll line him up in different parts of the field. That time he was in the slot. Nice job running the route, finding the open space in the defense for the complete.
Touchdown, Tulane! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David is sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Wide open downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleed.
Makes the catch. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse. And the extra point sails through, and they have a 35-7 lead. So they got the touchdown, now going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, be like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Syracuse has it teed up, ready to kick off and start this second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First down for this offense. Wide out in motion. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. The quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line getting some push, making them use their resources on him. Linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
I don't know who on defense is going to cover this guy. Honestly, he could be a problem for this defense over the middle of the field in the passing game.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. Fourth time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field, looking for a productive play on first down, trying to get to him. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. Here comes the offense on second down. The give to the left. On the move at the 30. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
He lets one fly deep. Caught at the 25. Off to the races to the right. Touchdown, Cuse. And the punishment has been extended. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a huge play in the passing game, covering 67 yards to the end zone. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Tulane has it back in the offense, coming out to go on the attack. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And here comes the offense on second down. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Tulane forced to send out the punt unit. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. Well, they finally stopped him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Getting some heat. And this looks disastrous. Oh, down he goes. A huge loss on that play.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on down.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time, they weren't able to come up with it. Curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Quickly complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down mark. It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Green Wave! Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the time to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. Give to the running back. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Coming after it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's what this defense has to do, guys. They've got to knock this quarterback down to the ground. He's already thrown a couple of TDs. The only way you're going to stop that is with good quarterback pressure.
Drilled as he throws, and they stop him on 4th down with the heat. The offense starts with a short field. He's going to pass. Off the deflection, missed a great chance to force the turnover. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
In a sudden change situation offensively, that's when you like to take shots. The defense just jogs out on the field. Let's see if we can catch him napping. Take a shot. Great job in the back end covering to force the incompletion.
Motion from the offense. Right back up top on 2nd and 10. It's caught downfield. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He'll set up to throw. Looking to scramble. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. But listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that.
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Green Wave. Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was weak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
And he puts through the extra point. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time and put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it, they rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on 3rd down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations. I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Harris will throw. Floats it out in space. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Brought to the ground, but not before getting enough for the first down.
I don't need it to be pretty. I just need my inches. 3rd down and inches. Nice job by getting the first down. Always fall forward, play physical. Don't get east and west. Stay north and south. Nice job by the running back.
Going up top on first down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the 3rd quarter. These two quarterbacks have produced as we check out their numbers after 3. Just about ready to... We'll see if any drama can be mustered. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. Trying play action. Moving away from pressure. Complete to the right. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. Syracuse has a really nice drive going. They'll go to the ground. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Harris back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. Syracuse has it in the red zone. Using the quick game. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these 3rd downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on 2nd down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up 3rd and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Caught near the sticks. It's Lincoln. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
And with the lead late in this game, how about going play action? The run fake just freezes the defenders for a split second, helps make the throw a whole lot easier.
Touchdown Orange! And the route is on. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column. And the extra point was good. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass.
Tulane 21.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Tulane offense headed back onto the field. Trying to start the drive with a pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And I bet the frustration meter for this offense is so high. If you can't keep your quarterback upright, it's hard to move the ball. It's hard to score points. This offensive line has not protected him at all, and that's why so many sacks keep happening.
Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Picked up some yardage with that completion, now second down. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and
the quarterback was trying to extend the play, and the defense brought it to a close. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. It's complete. A huge pickup.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it. Now, a fresh set of downs.
Here comes Tulane after picking up the first down. He's looking to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Great job, too, by the QB there. Holding the ball as long as possible, allowing the pass rush to get upfield, and at the very last second, getting it to his guy so that he can go get the first down.
Using his legs to buy some time. Keeps it and gets past the chains. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
I mean, these quarterbacks nowadays can run so fast. Think about who you've got chasing them. Defensive linemen, those good old defensive tackles, defensive ends, linebackers. They can't catch him because they're faster than them nowadays. So much speed, so much electricity now with these guys.
After getting nothing, it's second and goal from the 6. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Quarterback strolling away from heat. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
These are the plays that don't show up in the stat books, right? Like a great job. Look at him. He does an awesome job. Instead of taking the sack, clearly wanted to throw the football, scrambles around, gets some positive yards. It doesn't go down as a huge gain.
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The AT unit on the field. Smashes it through for the PAT. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A lot of eyeballs on your game, guys, and a few on this interesting matchup as well. Virginia is trailing right now, but I'm not ready to say this team is out of it. Not after the way this group has rallied around that coach. It really has been something to see. They're trailing. To Coastal Carolina. We'll circle back if anything big happens you need to know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
Oh, he drops it. That is a catch he makes 99 times out of 100, but it'll be third down. Harris will throw. Gets it out fast. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long. And on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That one.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Syracuse doing business in the red zone. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Pulls and fires complete. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And this defense continuing to struggle with the passing game. Listen, these offenses are so sophisticated nowadays. They're hard to stop, man. And it's a new one every single week. And I say this game, this defense underperformed. They're better than what they've...
Touchdown, Syracuse! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
56, Tulane 28.
Bringing it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score. Touchdown, Tulane. He just took it the entire length of the field, end to end, coast to coast, nationwide for the touchdown.
And how about the fans in the stands going, no, take a knee, no, yes, yes. Over 100 yards to the kickoff return. Nice job taking it out of the end zone, making a huge play.
The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. And now one of the most satisfying moments in football, just watching that clock drain away while you have control of the ball, Jesse.
And this is definitely one of the best play callers, right, for an offensive coordinator. Get ready to go into victory formation. So many good things happened today. It seemed like everything he was dialing today, David, ended up working out.
No doubt. They've put a lot of highlights together, put a great offensive game together, complete football game. They get the win. On to next week.
They're bringing heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
It's caught. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Harris back to pass. Gonna take a shot at this DB. And the pass is incomplete, and there's a penalty flag down, and no big secret why. That receiver was being mauled by the defender.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. The pass is incomplete, and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop? Can we get them off the field? I know a lot's went wrong, but let's live in this moment and try to be great right here to end the game.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That is just a sideline clinic. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football, in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses. And